Nothing in this video was recorded. Not the screens, not my voice, and not me. The guy talking to you right now is an AI clone. My camera stayed off for this whole video. By the end, you'll know how to build one exactly like it, with one command. But you shouldn't just believe me. Let me prove it. On the left, real footage from my camera. On the right, the AI version of me, saying the same line. Same face, same voice, same shirt. Look at them side by side for a second. Freeze the video if you want. The left one took a camera, lights, and a whole morning. The right one took a text file. That difference is what this video is about. Here's the plan. First the stack, the 4 tools this whole pipeline runs on. Then you clone yourself, your voice and your face. Then the script and the one rule that saves you from paying twice. Then the avatars, 2 different ways. Then the graphics and the final assembly. And at the very end, the full bill for this video, down to the cent. The stack is 4 tools. Claude Code runs everything. It writes the script, calls the other tools, and stitches the final video together. ElevenLabs handles the voice. You clone it once, and after that every line you type comes out sounding like you. HeyGen makes the avatar. That's the digital twin you've been looking at. And the graphics come from a tool called HyperFrames. Now here's the part almost nobody mentions. HyperFrames is HeyGen's own tool, and it's completely free. Open source, no watermarks, no render fees. They charge for the avatar and give the renderer away, so out of the whole stack, you pay for 2 things, the voice and the face. Everything else costs nothing. Let's clone you, starting with the voice. ElevenLabs needs a few minutes of clean audio. I gave it about 2 minutes of me talking into a mic, no music, no background noise, and that was enough. It's $6 a month on the cheapest paid plan. From then on, you type text and it comes back in your voice. Now, one honest thing I learned the hard way. I re-recorded my samples with a better mic in a quieter room to build a better clone, and that new clone lost. I ran both versions blind, and my old scrappy clone sounded more like me. So don't get stuck chasing perfect samples. Clean and clear beats fancy. The face needs one thing from you, a single 2-minute take, straight into the lens. No cuts, no reading from a script. Just you, talking naturally. Keep your hands low, keep your head still, and pause with your lips closed every few sentences. That take is what HeyGen learns your face from, so the better it is, the better your twin. Then HeyGen asks you to record a consent video on your webcam. You read a short code out loud, so nobody can clone a face that isn't theirs. Training took a few minutes for me, and creating the twin cost 0 credits. The plan that makes this usable is Creator, $29 a month. That includes the renders too. So now there's a copy of me. It looks like me, it sounds like me, and it'll happily read anything I type, which is exactly where this gets dangerous for your wallet, because every render costs money, and one small mistake makes you pay twice. The script isn't a text document, it's a list of beats. Each beat says 3 things: who's on screen, an avatar, or a graphic, the exact words being spoken, and what the visual is doing while that happens. Writing for a voice clone has its own rules too. You spell out every number because the clone reads text, not math. 19 euros gets written as words, never as digits. You keep sentences short, and you use contractions, or it sounds like a robot reading a contract. The pipeline checks all of this automatically before anything gets generated. Then comes the rule. Before a single cent gets spent, the script gets locked. The pipeline takes a fingerprint of it, and from that moment, every paid step refuses to run if even one word changed. Why so strict? Because the avatar reads the script exactly as locked. Change a sentence after rendering, and that render is garbage. You're paying for it again. Lock first, spend second. That rule alone pays for this video. What you're watching right now is path number 1, the HeyGen twin. Every segment like this one comes from that single 2-minute training take. I upload audio from my voice clone, and HeyGen makes the twin perform it. And that's an actual tip, by the way. HeyGen has its own built-in voice clone, and mine came back with an accent I don't have. Paid test, honest result. So skip their voice and bring your own audio. The twin renders on the credits included in the plan, so segments like this cost me nothing extra. Now, before you think the twin is the only way, there's a cheaper trick called a redub. You take real footage you already have, hand it new audio, and the AI resyncs your lips to match. No subscription, about $2.40 per minute. I paid for a real test, and this is it. Real footage of me, saying words I never recorded. And here's my honest verdict. Up close, it's just not as sharp as the twin. So this video sticks with the twin, and the redub stays in my pocket for quick jobs on old footage. So which one do you use? Here's my take after paying for both. The redub is cheap and it works on footage you already have. But it gets soft when you blow it up, and soft is the first thing people notice. The twin costs a monthly plan and looks clean at full screen. Quality wins on this channel. That's why every segment of me in this video is the twin. Quick pause. And yes, even the ad break is an AI clone. If you want to build things like this with me, I run the Build with AI Club. It's my community where I take you from zero to building real things with AI, no code needed. You describe what you want, Claude Code builds it, and I show you how, step by step. Every pack I sell is included, and when you get stuck, you ask me directly. The real me, I promise. I read everything in there. It's $9 a month, and you can try it free for 7 days. Links in the description. Okay, back to the pipeline. Every graphic you've seen so far was generated too, and this is where HyperFrames comes in. For each screen beat, Claude writes a small web page. The animations are timed to my voice, word by word, using real timestamps from the audio, not guesses. Then HyperFrames renders that page into video, frame by frame, in 4K. Here's what that looks like for the section you're watching right now. Yes, this section was built by the thing it's explaining. Claude drafts a few style options, I pick one, and it renders. That pick is one of the few moments a human is actually needed. Remember that, because it matters in a minute. Then everything gets stitched together. The voice, the avatars, the graphics, all of it goes through one assembly step. It carries the audio across every cut, upscales the avatar footage to 4K, and balances the loudness to YouTube's standard. And one detail I love, a cloned voice is generated in a perfect void. No room, no air. Real recordings always have a room sound, so the pipeline lays a quiet room tone under the whole video. Without it, your ear knows something is fake. It just can't say what. Time for the honest part. Anyone telling you that you press a button, walk away, and come back to a finished video is selling you something. This pipeline automates about 80% of the work. The other 20% is still me. I approve the script. I pick the graphic style. I watch the preview and catch what looks off. That 20% is the difference between a video and spam. The pipeline even grades its own work before I see it. It measures every clip against the plan, checks the loudness, scans for dead air, and pulls frames from every avatar segment so I can check the lip sync. Then it writes the whole thing into a report. If a segment drifted from the plan, it fails the check, and I know before uploading, not after. Okay, the bill. Everything you just watched with real numbers. HeyGen, $29 for the month, and it covered every twin segment in this video with credits to spare. ElevenLabs, $6 for the month, and this entire narration used about a quarter of the quota. The redub test, about $1.65, paid per second. The graphics, $0. The assembly, $0. Altogether, this video cost me under $40, and most of that's 2 subscriptions that also cover next month's videos. So that's the pipeline. And here's the meta part. Everything I just taught you is the exact system that produced the video you're watching. Same script rules, same clones, same one command. I packaged the whole thing into a Claude Code skill. The beats, the gates, the cost checks, all of it. It's 19 euros on Gumroad, link in the description, and you bring your own keys. If you'd rather build it with me next to you, the Build with AI Club is right below it. Try it free for 7 days. And if an AI clone earned your subscription today, imagine what the real me will do next. See you in the next one. Maybe.